Shit. What up there, anime and manga communities? This is your boy Jadea, whatever the hell you want to call me. And today, I'm here to talk about Toriko chapter 291. Now, before I get started, I just need to say two things. This is my first ever Toriko Let's Talk. So be patient with me. Welcome, Toriko guys, to me. New guy in the game. I hope you enjoy. And for those of you who my subscribers who do read Toriko, we doing this. Either way it goes, I'm hyped and psyched to start doing this, and I also am going to do a separate Toriko Let's Talk review of the actual series up to this point, because I do have a few things I do want to say about Toriko outside of this video. Now, next thing is, you all know the deal, my camera's still acting kind of stupid, so it may desync my voice, hopefully it doesn't, but either way it goes, that's it. Let's get into the chapter. Now, this week's chapter of Toriko, man, I wish I had started doing Let's Talks for Toriko when this shit was hype, because the fucking king of horses, oh man, dude, this nigga breathes and wipes Toriko out, done. Okay, wrong chapter. Anyways, this week's chapter of Toriko begins with Toriko and them basically watching Heracles the Junior stroll off into the sunset on top of freaking rainbows and shit. Like, this nigga, you're a boss when you can float and fly, when you can walk on rainbows? How does that even work? He breaks logics. Anyways, so as they watch Heracles leave, you then see Toriko come in. Toriko says that he tried to invite the Horse King. I'm gonna assume the Horse King is not the original Horse King. I'm gonna assume that because, number one, it just gave birth to a new Horse King. You can't have two Horse Kings in the world. Even though this one is still growing, I just don't see you having two king class creatures. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm assuming that when it came, because I always thought when they were talking about, the emperors, the great kings, the 8 kings of the gourmet world, I always assumed that it was a species. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, entire species of these things. There really wasn't a power difference within the species. You get what I'm saying? But it turns out, at least with the horses, that the king of horses is the part of the 8 kings. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to see. I don't know how the other team dynamics will work, because if you think about it, think about the battle wolves. The battle wolves usually hunt in packs, so maybe it'll be different. I don't know. Either way it goes, Heracles floats off in the wind, and other Heracles didn't want to come to where Toriko and the others at, where Air is now resting. So then you have the people from Mappy's village come, the Daruma, I think it's Daruma hermit and his people, and Milk the First come in. They're like, oh, good job, you guys cut Air. And this chapter is just basically all, giving good jobs in the conflict, Then we get into kind of the cool stuff where, first of all, when Toriko when he first smells Air, because Coco, Sunny, and Zebra decide not to eat Air because they feel like Toriko earned it, right? So as Toriko sniffs Air, he's able to see into space because of just the great quality of Air. And that's another thing. Air is a crazy fruit. It has such I know these are a part of Acacia's dishes, but dude, freaking Air made literally a desolate mountain into a place full of flowers. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Like, Air was able to make an entire field of flowers. That's crazy, dude. Like, Acacia's man, this dude was on that next gen. I know he's supposed to be hyped, but damn. So, and then another thing was Coco noticed, like, I just had to point that out. Coco did notice the change in Toriko and Komatsu. But I mean, there's really not much I'm going to say about that, because we saw what happened. Komatsu unlocked gourmet cells, more than likely, and now has the fucking demon aura thing. And Toriko has the Oni, which, okay, let's be real real quick, is kind of an asshole. It really kind of was. Like, in the way, there was almost, I don't consider one chapter foreshadowing. One chapter is not foreshadowing to me when it comes to abilities. You need at least 2 to 3 chapters to foreshadow an ability. previously in the series before you just come out with he has a second demon in him. You understand? Like, maybe you could argue that Toriko's new Oni, his new demon, it was foreshadowed in his hunger, but I don't know. Leave me in the comment section down below what you feel. I'm not taking anything away from the beastliness of the blue demon, because the blue demon is beastly. This is one of the few ass pulls that I can't complain about, because wrong chapter. Anyways, so Toriko partakes and eats of air, and when he does, he adds it onto his menu. Now, I mean, it's a part of his, now it's part of his, full course, just salad. Like, that's a hell of a salad, nigga. The salad that lets you see into space from smelling it, nigga. That ain't, let's be real, air is a drug. It is it's legal marijuana. Cause it takes you to Mars, dude. I'm so sorry. Bad jokes come with the channel. Anyways, so, that's pretty much the chapter as a whole. Let me see. There was stuff that I wanted to mention with this. Another thing is, I thought this was weird that we didn't see, like, this is just like a quick little something. Usually when Toriko and them eat something, it seems like they go really deep into the taste. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it rolls on his tongue. And, even though they get kind of like uncomfortable and slightly gay sometimes, I feel like that's a part of Toriko as the series, so I felt it was weird that we didn't get in-depth tasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sounds really, really awkward and strange, but it's Toriko. This shit is about food and tasting food. What the fuck am I supposed to expect? Anyways, I like the chapter of Toriko. It's definitely a good way to, just calm down the hype after the shit that has gone down previously. So, all overall, I definitely like Toriko. You guys can definitely expect the Let's Talk review for Toriko as a whole, and I'm gonna go ahead and call that a Let's Talk for this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch y'all later. So this is your boy Chidi, whatever it is you want to call me, signing out. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and do other things to help Black Brother thrive. And I will catch y'all on the flip. It has been golden. Peace out, anime and manga communities.